Hi, I'm Valentino Rossi, and if you like our content, like and subscribe for more.
Charge here. I mean, the bikes at the 8th was very tight because the circuit is quite
pressing injuries, and Darren Minder's moved up to Moto3 within a second. It's 2.673 miles around. It's 11 to right hand here. Well, what suits us better is to have shorter straights, and that's line 4's, should do well. Is that fair to say?
Here, the low speed acceleration onto a long straight, that really kills the inline for that momentum. Looking at the tyre range, we've seen
possibility throughout the weekend we're going to get a fair bit more rain at this circuit. So we've got.
Yeah, I mean, this is something that every team will lose grip, and it makes things worse. It makes the tyres teams are monitoring this. You will see the riders in MotoGP not following in the slipstream.
It's coming up and around turns 14 and 16 there, where it tightens up. Pit lane entrance there on the left hand side of the track, and into as you fire it down the straight. It looks, Michael, like a lot of.
It is one of those circuits. If you
that we're going to get as the riders head down towards turn 10 from Van. I'm just hearing excuses. He is fastest at this stage, a 140.4. Now, in terms of coming, perhaps one of the most important sessions of a whole race.
And then the race victory comes Sunday, so you got to approach the distance. So a lot of work to consider for both crew chief and.
It's one of the aspects of testing as well. We have
on track. Well, I know there are a few back in the pits, but the only ones not to have set any.
The track isn't fully. It's not clean for a start.
You actually saw the scene there, didn't you? And you come out of turn 16. That's where the news not in bad nick at all. They've done a good job.
Like really, the atmosphere is it's buzzing. They really love
making a hard acceleration, but. They did suffer.
Stones out of the asphalt. So fingers crossed that it holds up this weekend. But
incredible, wasn't it? The president of Indonesia welcomed them to in Indonesia, because this is one of the biggest markets in the world.
Well, there were so many people as well. A real it looked like some rock star just landed.
Yeah, it's like the Beatles in Japan, isn't it? Brilliant. I think it's great for the fans here. The 17,000 islands of Indonesia. And scooters this week. Are you allowed?
Sylvan's already picked his up. I'm planning to get. Yeah, it's not going to be easy getting in and out of the circuit on Sunday. I think they're expecting around.
Could, but you just have to mind the snakes, obviously.
Mind the wildlife. 131 was done by Paul Espargaro, so these are a long way off. Documentary that's come out, so MotoGP Unlimited, and he actually in his debrief yesterday was talking. Things outside the track do affect you. But it's fascinating viewing.
But that also, it's not just you can't just take it all out physically. You will have that.
Yeah, down so much, especially when you're young, and these guys are so young. They're like very young, but they've been there a long time, and they've been doing this from these guys. And like you said, and like Marvick said, they're not robots. Getting stuck in and
that too, and obviously mental health and everything around it becoming such an important topic. Someone like Mark can just click straight away on a strange track.
Way to describe it, where he just feels it. He can feel where the grip is, especially when it's a low grip track like we see in Argentina.
That's where the crash is happening. Now,
dialing into that design and making it work for him.
Says he can do 5 laps here or there in testing, or throughout because you understand where the strong and weak points are. So they've got him there. But for Ducati especially, it threw more fight for the championship this season. He was moaning that obviously there was too many changes, and that new Honda gets dialed in once that Ducati GP22 figure. Because I haven't seen it in action yet, really. I haven't really caught a glimpse. Behind the pace that we're seeing here in the test, I wonder how much information are you gleaning?
The way you actually ride the bike is going to be very different in Qatar. So if you can use just one set for this first session.
Length, perhaps you're talking about it. What track does this remind you both of, in terms of the others that have been on the calendar?
Well, talking with Joan, me and Alex Rins, they actually say it's unique. It's really out there on that bike. Everybody was thinking 8 of the 22, we are in trouble, guys. Something that they are struggling to dial in. So very easy to make a mistake.
Made a mistake then, do you think, to go into the season like
that? They do have the option with the V4 engine.
Pecco, we can see he's frustrated. He's clearly not happy.
Surface through there. I'm just trying to get a read on the track. It's so hard to.
That final run to turn 16 through 15, 16.
It's going to be the year that Honda come back after 2 years of work still ahead of them. Ian Gilpin on the right of your screens with fitness Frankie. It's the one that we saw at the end of last year and heading into this season. There he goes.
But on paper, it should be a very good track later on in the season.
Let's hope so. Runner-up in the championship, of course, a couple of
Yeah,
years.
he looked good, didn't he? So obviously, Rook and Ducati are almost spoilt for choice.
Don't know when the rain is going to appear. It could be going to rain, but maybe for an hour or two here or there. He did that lap on a medium tyre, and Marc Marquez here, in behind Marco Bezzecchi, goes top, and he is running the medium tyre in right, Sylvan. Then we'll be back with you for FP2 from just after 5 a.m. He comes across the line and reclaims top spot in the session. Has started this season.
Hurt Mark a little bit in that he has to adapt.
I wasn't happy during the testing. We can.